drinks. I haven't done a beach video in a while. I might do one this week, maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know yet. Maybe not. Or do an early one. Nah. I don't know. I haven't felt like going to the beach, so it's hard to channel there too. You never know. He's gonna start yelling at you, or they're getting more aggressive on parking out here too. Not that they will. That I don't know. Just I don't know. We'll see. Keep it in mind. Maybe one day. Priscilla's here. Late. Fashionably late. She's not on camera, but she's here. Yeah, it was a documentary, Age of Disclosure. I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched. It's boring. I fell asleep during it. I have it though. I don't know. It's a lot to take in, and I don't know. You have to be analyzing it all, and yeah. Well, I think there's another documentary out there too. It's all about the same. There's only so much they can say. Yeah, it's probably more of the same there. There'll be like soft disclosures here and there. That's all. Same, yeah. It takes, this is kind of a big, for those that are evolving here, they feel pretty blocked and stuck, and life's not going where they like it to go. So how are you going to get some alien disclosure, ships flying in the skies and all that? A lot of people feel like their lives aren't going anywhere, so things need to change on many levels. To some level, it needs to. Anyway, it's all a process. A slow one, for that matter. So yeah, I wouldn't expect a whole lot. I mean, you might, have dreams, visions, things like that. I don't see any alien stuff usually. If I have, I don't remember. It's been such a long time. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not one of those sightings people. Or look up in the cloud. They never get my attention to like look up in the sky. Hey, here we are. We're flying around. Other than early in this year, which is wild. I felt the alien. I literally felt the alien disclosure energy for like a couple minutes at least, which I've never had that before, like ever. Not like that. I've had little things here and there, but it's like we're quick. Never anything like you feel the energy of disclosure, like a beam of energy. That was in the parking lot. I forget May or April. Yeah, it was wild. So that was cool. But you can't expect that to happen they can't only tell us so much, and we're here in secret, we're our actions and everything that we're here to get beat up by everybody. We're like we're here to get steamrolled by society. Fuck this shit. Yeah, fuck this job. It sucks. I mean, literally, I've been it's this whole year I feel like I've been steamrolled. Like last year too. Yeah, having surgery while you're awake. Oh, it's from most of the Earth people. Of course, the New Age people aren't helping much either. They're just so lost and want to be, weaponized spirituality. You feel, it's not everybody, obviously, but there's some that are just wicked. And I've been calling out some of them quietly for a while now. So now I don't care anymore. Because YouTube is always blocking me anyway. Yeah, I think YouTube definitely has some kind of grassroots blocking. Yeah, they have like all these filters. And they let you on the platforms. That says something. But they're not. That's about it. Yeah, they're just some kind of. They're not promoting it. They're not letting you be found. Or this is how. This is how you lose subscribers and stuff too. They do it. It's not somebody else. I mean, unless I got a lot of. I don't know how it could be somebody else. I mean, unless it's like government related or something. But yeah, it kind of makes. I don't know. I guess it kind of make. I don't. There's a lot of layers to everything. But it kind of makes sense, I guess, because you don't want you to turn it into like some crazy group. I guess things they don't understand, they surpass. But then again, you have all these cults out there. They seem to be okay with those guys. So what's up with that? That's weird. It's so weird. It's just, it's like, yeah, we know they're psychopaths, but we don't care. It's very, like, I guess somebody like me, I'm unpredictable, so I guess there's no category they can really put me in, I guess, and I'm not alone there. There's others that just can't really, might as well just suppress you and just, you just suck, basically. So, anyway, it's engineered. So, yeah, there's other agents. Yeah, you never know. It could be Homeland Security, stuff like that. They don't know. I imagine there's some that do know, but they still, like, they better be safe than sorry, or I don't fucking know, whatever. Because it's not just here, it's on X also. I'm not sure, I can't tell on Facebook, but, I don't know what's going on there, but X, there's suppression there too. And you think on X would be, everyone's psychotic there anyway, right? You think I'd be like blasting away over there. It's like, heck no. I'm hammered down, same. So I'm not making it about myself. I'm just talking about the YouTube filters. And they're literally, I've been doing this for 10 years. It's always been suppressed. I think in the beginning it was a little bit less. You got 300. I'm getting less than that now. So, not that I care. Not that it matters. So, yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, who cares? It'll all work itself out in the long run. But there's something. Yeah, I've just been. Yeah, just reading the energy of it a little bit more here and there. Not that I'm focusing on it. I don't really care. But there's definitely some kind of. You're in this like miscellaneous group. I guess they just don't understand. I'm assuming, I don't know. I think there's government involvement there somewhere. Like, yeah, I think they just, like I said, I think some do, but some don't care and others do. They like being cautious, because there's a lot of crazies out there, so you never know. It's weird. Whatever. I guess it doesn't really matter in the long run. But there is some kind of suppression going on. As we go into the new year energy, I think I haven't kept up with a lot of it news-wise. Things are still kind of slow, and of course January things are going to be. It's slow now. I feel like it's going to get slower as it usually does in the new year. Here it rains. Maybe not this year. Usually it rains. This is our version of snow. We have some kind of front that comes in. Sometimes clearing out all the frequencies, so but yeah, hopefully next year is a better frequencies. Yeah, it gets all getting steamrolled all the time. Yeah, that gets you really start to lose it. Yeah, this has been very testing the last couple of years. It's been it's like being slowly killed. Yeah, butchered. Yeah, it's like being energetically butchered on live television. It's kind of like that. Shit. Yeah, it's like, you see the butcher shops have this meat and just go, yeah, it feels that way. But you're still, it's so fucking messed up. And Yeah, just have to endure it. You have to get, yeah, your mind, because sometimes, yeah, work, as some will know, you're connected to other people too. So your thoughts are not always your thoughts. Your pain is not always your pain. Sometimes you're filtering other people's pain. Doesn't have to be a clientele. Sometimes it can be, but it's usually those. Well, after a session, there's some of that. We can clear your energy of that. Easier said than done. Sometimes it doesn't mean like that's an everyday energy, but those that are around you or you have some kind of contract with energetically, yeah, you can pick up their frequency and all that. And they're going crazy, and you go crazy with them, and you're not have no physical connection to them, or maybe you do. So, yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's a mental, energetic tug of war. Yeah, it's just, and you don't have to take any medicine to be crazy. Well, that's the thing about, yeah, it's messed up. It's you get anxieties, you get energy attacks from others. Yeah, it's rough. It's brutal, man. It's like a storm you can't see. You know, so it's hard to have like an answer for all that too. Well, you just gotta rest, do the best you can, and just don't do anything. Yeah, just watch your actions. It's hard, man. It's like, and it's understood like some people take these like medicines that they shouldn't be taking, and then it just makes things worse. So you gotta be careful of that. Yeah, it just because it messes with your chemistry, and who knows? Yeah, it's just, I think it's just subscription drugs. I don't have any of that luckily, but it can definitely really fuck up your brain, no doubt. So, who knows, antidepressants and all that, whatever. Yeah, it's rough. It's not that we're coming here wanting to get beat up. Yeah, it's a rough world out there. Hell, yeah. Yeah, with alien disclosure energy, it just happens. Yeah, it's just soft disclosures here and there. That's all I can offer. You know, stuff I'm doing. I'm doing a lot of the disclosure stuff. A singing dog, and it's being suppressed like a motherfucker. So it's not supposed to be perfect, but it is. Yeah, it's supposed to have some kind of gag to it. You know, whatever. The singing dog just sort of just have to. Classic, right? And that's just the beginning. So they have like cats playing guitar or something online, but I don't think they have many singing cats or dogs. I don't think they have any of that. So, well, you have to contribute somewhere. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into all the details of some of the raunchy stuff that the animals do. So I'll leave that for the video. So let's see. Feel the Andromedan energies. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one kind of short. Yeah. What else is there? Yeah, keep your sanity. Yeah, like I said, it's hard to really make that clear what that is. Everyone has their methods. You just have to rest and step back from everything. Yeah, the mind is like the worst thing we've ever. The mind is the best thing that can happen to us and the worst thing. Everything else you have, yeah, it can make you or destroy you. Yeah, it's just, that's why you gotta clear your thoughts. It's not easy. Especially when you're picking up the thoughts from somebody else, it's going psychotic. It's like, why am I going crazy? And yeah, your crazy is not always your crazy, it's someone else's crazy. So, yeah, and you're processing it through with them. Yeah, it's messed up. So, yeah. Yeah, love hurts, right? Jeez. Yeah. There's something else. And I can't think of what it was. Anyway. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Okay. was gonna do Andromedan, but Phil Elohim. I guess they're kind of the same in some way. They all kind of work together, you can say. And Elohim doesn't always, make themselves fully known. Do they need to? We're here to figure this out. Keep artists, yeah, we're gonna fit, yeah, to go back and to do some rewind, yeah, because the videos I'm putting out, yeah, it's so there's different interpretations of Atlantis, and I'll just use that for example because it's just, I don't know, it's a good template. It's a good template for that. It's think of like our energy beings, yeah, and there are already humans here somewhere. Some people remember better than I don't remember everything. Well, I remember what I'm supposed to remember. I can't remember. But there are obviously humans here physically, but the Atlanteans are more non-physical. But say as they're experimenting and trying to figure things out, or trying to connect more to the human, or just being here. There's different ways of looking at it. In their own darkness and everything became more subject to the lower frequencies, yeah, and they started losing their looks and losing their higher dimensional energies. Everyone has their own memories of this, but yeah, they start getting old, you can say, and just becoming somebody else, and becoming more of a physical type being, however you want to visualize that. Or can you imagine, like, like in one of the videos, like they had an energy crystal, and there's a lot more to the story. I just gave little pieces of it. I'm not going to go into some of this stuff. Can be very rough, and so you just give like little nuggets, just little nugget. I know people want to be super advanced and all that, but some of them are psychotic too because they can remember too much and they're going insane. So you just like raindrop it instead. Yeah, no, some of them are so obsessed with information, but then some of them are so lost at the same time. Whatever, right? It's just, of course, you have your podcasters that are profiting off of the lost people and manipulating everything and telling you how you're being informed. And they're just keeping you away from yourself. They're not about inner clearings or anything. They're not about any of that. They're all about themselves. They're not thinking a lot of them, not all of them, a lot of them are just the bad guys. A lot of the villains think they're good people, so, so, anyway. Think like you have all this higher frequency knowledge, and it just started to, and you use an energy crystal in the wrong way. Instead of just healing yourself, you use it to get more knowledge. Yeah, can I get more knowledge being human, but can I still have my psychic abilities and all that? And they do experiments that they shouldn't be doing, and it goes wrong. And how to reverse is kind of like messing with drugs. And you screw yourself up energetically, and then they keep doing it, making things worse. And then others feel it, and they say it's done by crystal energies, even done through. I've just focused on the crystals. That's because some of them are very powerful, just like anything else. But then you take a powerful crystal, then you use it as a weapon. If you're already kind of becoming human, psychotic, but you have all this power, it's like a nuclear weapon. It can be used for, and causing massive cataclysms. So you can say, that, as the evolution of the human, they still had enough, like the Incas, they still had knowledge enough. They weren't fully human, they're still half alien, so they still had knowledge to build all these advanced civilizations that are now lost. They're building all this stuff before they forgot everything, like they become less and less of them, because they slowly just die out, or whatever it is. And just the whole story about they're going to forget and you're here to wake them up. It's like I don't think that was the intention for them to forget. That wasn't the intention. I don't think the intention was to go become this to where we are. I don't think that was the intention. It's sort of just happen, and once it starts to happen, with all the beings here, there's just no stopping it. It just got more out of control, and just, and then they have the Orions coming in, taking advantage of it. Other beings come in, it's like, okay, we'll be your dad. We'll take care of you guys. No worry, we'll rule over you. We'll be the kings or whatever the hell it is. Trying to fix this thing. Yeah. Got burned on that one as I was saying that. It's like, yeah, we'll be your daddy. Shit. Yeah, they certainly did that. Yeah. So, well, they're dark, but they haven't fully lost themselves like we have. So, they had a bit of an advantage. I think I'm keeping these things a joke here. And there's nothing but burning myself here. Yeah, there's obviously the frequencies are kind of rough. Yeah, I'm talking about stuff that is probably pissing some of them off right now. Yeah, they're just because Orion, or we just use Orions for example. Yeah, they didn't fully. They were psychotic, but they didn't turn to us. They didn't lose their memory completely like we did here. So we're just a bunch of wild animals now, technically. We turn like into like beasts and all that. See how people are. See, it's not exactly safe in society. It's it also live in Finland or something. It's brutal out there. So like New York City or something like that. And it just. And do they keep it psychotic? Yeah. They don't care. They're yeah, it's weird. It's like I guess they're allowed to do that to some level. But it comes back to them. Are they helping? Let's put it that way. No. Yes and no. They test us, but it comes back to them in the long run too, to some level. You have to be careful. Yeah, it's kind of like McDonald's. Like they make food for us, but then they kind of weaponize it. So, but it's still up to the people to. It doesn't mean they have the best karma. Okay, this is going to hell. I'm gonna go turn this off. I need to fix this. Pain in the ass. The life of being blind. Well, it just shows the energy here is all fucked up. Well, it's the subject matter. I don't want to hear this shit. It's the energies that are of the entities that want us to lose. Yeah, obviously there's a lot of selfish beings here, and we're to turn on their heads. So. Now we're just doing an incense thing. And as I'm doing that, I can feel the pushback anywhere. Yeah. Well, yeah, going against the Luciferian energy, and yeah. So anyway, all right, we're going to Elohim. Yeah, blessings. Here we go. Greens is the Elohim. Yes, you're not supposed to know all about yourselves just yet. You're still, figuring out this whole human situation. The idea is to heal a lot of the fear on the planet so you can be more aligned with yourself. And it's like being in the ocean. You are swimming against the currents. You're also planting energy seeds for a new reality, a new earth. Well, one that's more knowledgeable than was in the past. So we bring energetic knowledge, but even that can be uneasy. It's weaponized sometimes, not always intentionally, but there's a lot of pain there that has not been healed. And some are just wanting knowledge for their own benefits. Yeah, they're using spirituality to profit and get back to themselves. And of course, they say that they're helping, but a lot of them are just, putting jewels and gold on themselves and hoping no one notices it. So, they downplay it a lot. So, the idea is like you're here to upgrade the human consciousness. As you can see how hard it is currently. And it'll get easier over time, and others that you're connected to, because there's others here that are here to evolve with you. You have contracts with them, and you're not there to bite their head off. Sometimes they might act like that, but it's like, do you want to connect more to your potential? And it's hard. So, and it takes them a while to figure that out. But basically, you're doing it internally of this future human. Even if they suppress it, that's okay. You're still seeding it. It's okay. Now you have a smaller garden instead of have a big garden, but still, you're still seeding the frequencies. And this does give kind of a good karma to your YouTube, even if it's confused itself. The ones running YouTube, they're just confused. They don't fucking know. We have a galactic propaganda going through their ears. They don't know what to believe at the time. So they're the same. They follow the mainstream, and that can lead to nowhere. And some of you that are, kind of outside the gate, so just completely different. Yeah, you're a wild card. And as for attention, it's, it'll find its way in at some point if it needs to. But you are basically bringing in new frequencies to eventually, yes, have a larger impact at some point. Basically to help others let go of themselves, the old energies. And it's okay to talk about esoteric knowledge and all of that. It's still going to be a rough energy course because it's growth. It's always going to have witchcraft. They're always going to be around. Doesn't mean they'll be all that powerful, but they're going to still try because they're lost themselves or they have agendas. They didn't get what they wanted in life or whatever it might be. They don't have always the best intentions. But either way, you just got to stay your route, your ground, and you're building out a new reality for yourself and others. It's like building a road energetically, and you're doing it together, but you're not always seeing each other. But it's kind of like you're on a road by yourself. And it's rough. It's people aren't, it's too unusual. It's kind of like the invention of the car in the beginning, because it was seen as a phenomenon. So why do we need that? What is that? And now everyone has a car, right? So it's kind of like what you're doing now energetically. You're introducing new energies, new growth, new ideas, new everything. And you don't have to tell anybody. You can just do it in your own home, house, room, closet, wherever you are. You're bringing it through yourself. You don't have to even have a YouTube or anything. But you're still bringing that frequency in. And, over time, you'll see it catch on at some point. Maybe not 100% as you like it, but what matters is that you're still doing what was right for you, not focusing on anyone else, just yourself. Because if you focus on everyone else, like you're watering if you're focusing on like watering your garden, for example, but then if you're looking around, see if anybody's noticing, you're all over the place. So if you're focusing on what you're doing, planting, it's okay to look around every now and then, but if you're always looking everywhere else but yourself, it's hard to focus on what you're doing. So, blessings.